Selamlar dostlar. Burada var oynamaya yine devam ediyorum. Yapmadığım birkaç bölüm vardı. Ek yan görevler. Bunları yapacağım bakalım. Ne kadar ne bulacağız? Seyahat taşı olması lazım.
Come boy.
Buradan. Teşekkürler. İyi yayınlar diyen arkadaşa teşekkür ediyoruz. Bunu bu şekilde yazabiliyorum. Güzel. Yazdıklarım şuraya ekrana çıkmıyor mu acaba ya? Bunlarla yazdık. Şöyle yaparsam yazılarda görünecek diye umuyorum. Yorumlar çıkacaktır ekrana. Kontrol edebiliyor muyuz? Bir saniye. Sıfır yapayım şimdilik de. Yorum boyutunu tam ayarlayamadım galiba. Bu aşağıya doğru kaydetmişim. Şöyle biteyim o zaman ekranı. Tamam, öyle yaparsam daha güzel olacak. Şurada hemen oyun ayarlarımızı yapalım. Çektim. Şöyle yapmışım mesela. Buradayım. Şu araya girebilirim. Sonraki. Hemen aşağı indim. Aşağı gidelim.
Where were we then? Oh yes, my first job. I couldn't have been much older than you when I started. A fairy king's errand boy and unofficial jester. By night, my mates and I had the run of the forest. Good fellows they called us, knavish sprites to the last. We'd get up to all manner of mischief, making fools of the local mortals. But as long as our lord was kept amused, we were spared the consequences. And one day he was not amused. And I saw fit to move on. Thankfully, the years and roads travelled since then have turned me from that merry wanderer into the paragon of virtue you see before you today.
Sırayla mı olmak gerekiyor? Büyük ihtimalle aynı anda hepsini bulmam lazım. Ha şurada. Neydi? Yakada gideceğiz. Burada bir şey var. Tamam. Yapacağız mı acaba? Şuradan çıkalım. Ne yapacağız ki? Kayıkla oraya dolanabilir mi acaba? Bakalım. Evet.
down there. Amir, how'd you come to be in these lands?
Lad, there comes a time in every man's life when he changes his name and heads north to make a new start. If you live long enough to do this many times over, you might end up as far north as this place. You know what? I'll tell this one later.
Come and face me, God of Thunder! Your challenges mean nothing to the gods, Spirit. They do not listen.
Do not mock my pursuit of vengeance. Though my family devoted their lives to worshipping Thor, I've devoted mine to his downfall. And I will start with that statue looming over my father's grave.
Unlikely. You are dead.
Is there something we can do?
For a reward, of course.
If you bring down the statue, you have my blessing to loot my father's grave. He rests on an island to the east.
Why do you hate Thor so much?
After my father passed, my mother built the statue to watch over his grave. Imagine our surprise when the God of Thunder himself came to offer condolences. At first we were thrilled, but he quickly took advantage of our hospitality. My mother begged him to leave, and Thor, in his drunken rage, killed her. I was left with nothing but grief. Eventually I lost that as well, and found only rage in its place.
I'm so sorry.
Come, boy. We have a statue to destroy.
My father's grave lies on an island to the east. Do not mistake my mother's statue of Thor with that monstrous eyesore to the south.
Boy.
Treasure map. All right. Ooh, good find.
I cannot rest while my mother's murderer stands above my father's grave. My father was buried with a valuable family heirloom. It is yours, if you help.
The one whose mom was killed by Thor? What about him?
Let his story be a reminder. The lives of men mean nothing to the gods.
I know, Father.
You know. But do you listen?
Yes.
Good.
Where was I? Coming north, making a new start. By the time I arrived, I already knew Odin by his reputation, and so I set to demonstrate my worth by coming to him with something I knew he'd value. A mystic well of knowledge. Or rather, I should say, a well of water laced with enough mystic mushrooms to make a god see visions. Oh, he was rightly impressed. Or I can just tell you the story later.
You two going in or what?
Look here.
Yes, sir. Veðurgar. Southern outposts of the Dwarven King. Dwarven King? Have you ever heard of a Dwarven King?
No.
I'd heard rumours of a powerful dwarf ruling over some poor sods not far from here. Not that you asked me.
Let's do it. Very proudly, you son of a bitch. Guess that worked out.
What happened to these people?
Follow the clues.
Okay. Well, scorch marks. They're all grouped together. So maybe they were hiding from some kind of fire breather. But they died anyways.
Right fire!
Can you read it?
Sir. Down. It means hunting death. Great.
Look here.
Yes, sir. Curse the Dwarf King, bane of mankind. Sounds like he wasn't a very good king. I wonder why they hated him so much.
They are dead now. Does it matter?
No, I'm just curious.
Curiosity is dangerous, boy. Stay focused.
Wow. How do you even begin to build statues this big?
Dwarves are resourceful creatures. Annoying, but resourceful.
I guess they must have been pretty important dwarves. That sounds like a dragon. There's a Thor statue on that island. That must be where the spirit's father is buried. Dragon. Is this one chained up too? I see something over there. Father, this looks interesting.
Here. Boy.
Yes, sir. Another marker. Over there. Watch out for the dragon breath.
I am aware of it, boy.
This dragon is dangerous.
I guess so. But it sounds so sad. More of those. This actually was a pretty good This should be easy to solve now.
Yavaş yavaş bekle.
Look here.
Sir.
Bakalım ne yazıyor.
Huh. Neat.
İki tane kaldı. Burada bir şey yok.
Found it.
This A boy.
True. means to believe or to have faith in. So they still had faith in their king, even after he got so many of them killed?
It is a command to have faith despite his failures. Another one here.
It's Skadi. Mother liked her. A great huntress.
That's right. Queen of the Hunt, they called her.
That's her father. And all the animals. she hunted.
He taught her well.
In the last panel. Her father again. Both of them. In the snow.
And they're still there. It's quite a story.
Look at this! Look at this place.
A ruin.
Well, yeah. But if a dwarf built it, he must have been impressive back when he ruled.
Boy, over here.
Yes, sir. The Dwarf King made his subjects hunt dragons and other monsters for him? Some king, huh? About 3 chained dragons in Midgard. The shrine must be related.
There were 3 runes on the pedestal.
We've got to find the other 2 and free them.
Does not concern us.
I know, but it's what Mother would have wanted. And it just seems right.
Guard your emotions, boy. Your enemies will not hesitate to use them against you.
Yes, sir. to see this. Looks like that lever over there will free him.
He will attack.
I know, but it feels wrong to keep something caged like this.
Your emotions again, boy.
You can't hear their thoughts.
Ignore them and ready yourself.
Okay.
Yoder av jafnader. Gefan dialer. Lifan. Von ein. Hludir. Loftovadi.
What is the beast thinking now?
Well, nothing. But he was grateful to die in battle, instead of rotting in a cage.
Your skill is improving. You fought well, Atreus.
Thank you, Father. Fresh air feels good.
If it was your mother's wish. You are too eager, boy. It may attack us, and we will be forced to kill it.
I'll be ready.
We'll see.
What happened to all the people who lived here?
Follow the clues, boy.
Right. Follow the clues. Okay, so there was an evil worm. That's the last one. I guess now we find out if dragons can be grateful or not. Start. Please don't eat us. Please don't eat us.
Boy, prepare yourself.
Huh. You're welcome. So Odin gouged out his own eye. Because of mushrooms you gave him?
Aye. You know what?
Well, here it is. It's gotta have a weak point. Somewhere. His father's grave. Find anything good?
Perhaps.
Father, we're going to bring down that statue, right? There it goes. Or is he planning on doing this himself? It looks about ready to topple over. Take that, Thor. He wasn't so tough.
Gods do not fall this easily, boy.
I know. I was just joking.
Nor are they a joking matter.
Sorry. Father, why do the gods cause so much trouble for mortals?
Because that is their nature.
But with all that power, you would think at least some of them would try to make life better for people.
And yet, the gods continue to spread misery. This is life, boy.
Well, at least we're doing some good, right? So Odin gouged out his own eye. Because of mushrooms you gave him?
Aye. Can't say for sure what he saw that led him to try gouging out his own eyes, but I managed to restrain him before he finished the job. Then I persuaded him it has been his sacrifice made for an even higher form of sight to be bestowed. Blah, de blah, de blah, de blah. And we'll pick this up later.
What's got you all bum-fuzzled over there? Get going!
Hey, Brock. You ever hear of a Dwarf King?
I suppose you're talking about Motsignir? Some bitch ruled over the humans once lived in this area. Built itself a castle just north of here.
A dwarven castle? What's it like?
You got yourself a pair of eyes and legs, ain't you? Might want to stock up before you head that way, though. Old Motsignir's known for collecting all manner of killerin creatures. Not sure who's looking after them now.
So Odin gouged out his own eye. Because of mushrooms you gave him?
Aye. I used to think he never caught on. But the day he took my eye, I realized he had never been fooled. He knew I'd outwitted him, called the lesson wisdom, and hired me to make sure from then on I was on his side. And for a long, long time I truly was. Doesn't mean he didn't hold a grudge.
You there? Have you destroyed the statue?
The statue stands no longer, Spirit.
Then my bond to this realm is severed, and I am off to find the real God of Thunder. He will know retribution. My deepest gratitude.
Off he goes. Brave guy. One to look for Thor on his own.
He is a fool.
What did the spirit leave us?
An offering to one of the gods.
Can we use it?
No, but perhaps the dwarves can.
don't get why you ever wanted to work for Odin.
Back then, I was young enough to still be ambitious. The Aesir gods were as powerful a force as I'd come across, but they clearly lacked for strategy, focus, and sage counsel. All this could I faithfully provide. And so, a stranger from a far-off island found himself with Odin's ear, trusted as he trusted no one but himself. And with that kind of power, laddie, I must confess, there are perks.
Yeah, but he's Odin.
Never claimed to be perfect, laddie, only clever. And often too clever by half.
So what'd you do to get Odin so mad at you?
Well, for a long time my job was to enable Odin, and I was fucking excellent at it. Gradually, as I grew more to care about people and the world, my job became to continue. I'll tell this one later.
The final bone.
Yeah.
We might as well return them to the spirit. Maybe he will keep his word.
I know she's not coming back, okay? I know. Never mind. Just gotta return the bones.
Fafnir. I always wondered what became of him.
Wait, Fafnir? Like, Fafnir's storeroom Fafnir?
The very one.
But Sindri said he was a dwarf.
He was. Now he's a dragon. Funny how life works, isn't it?
He's chained up.
Perhaps we should keep an eye out for binding shrines and free the poor bastard. Aye, lads?
How did your friend become a dragon, Mimir?
Oh, he's no friend of mine. This little scrote was a constant source of annoyance amongst Aesir and Vanir alike.
Then why free him?
Trust the recently liberated, brother. No one deserves to be held captive like this. Even a greedy little dwarf come dragon.
Boy.
Who wrote this?
Answer the boy's question, Head. How did this dwarf become a dragon?
I don't know for certain, though I'd wager his penchant for stealing magical artifacts had something to do with it. Must have stolen a trinket from the wrong Vanir goddess. Changed since we last crossed paths. I had legs. Go, you wee little bugger. Be free. Well, the dragon hasn't done much for his personality.
I wonder why Goldie's bones are all over the place.
Desecration, typically. Pieces of scattered corpse make for a piss-poor soul. No hope for Valhalla or Helheim when your arm's on one beach and your head's on another.
Why not ask the spirit? I'm sure he will be forthcoming with answers.
forgetting to how Odin turned on you.
Well, I felt my duty to Odin had evolved. And we'll pick this up later.
We have collected the rest of your woman's corpse spirit. Show us this magic you have promised.
Ah, my sweet Gulvik, whole again. Rise, dear Gulvik. Awaken, oh powerful Gulvik!
Evni bukar bitjast.
She says she'll honor our request.
Eldi fagna.
And reunite us? Okay. You're... All right. Say it. I told you so.
I told you so.
You are naive, foolish boy.
This is true as well. But do not take your disappointment out on me, boy. Take it as a lesson.
Yes, sir. Mimir, you were getting to how Odin turned on you.
Well, I felt my duty to Odin had evolved. To protect him from himself. And we'll pick this up later.
Boy.
Yes, sir. Hey, it's another treasure map. Hey, Sindri, we found something.
Armor piece? Oh, I hope it's a new armor piece.
Ah, offerings to Tyr. These are quite rare, you know.
Why?
Well, you know Odin, not the biggest fan of Tyr. I thought he destroyed all of these.
What is this place?
Ah, could it be? The Eight Thrones.
Stop being coy, Ed. Do you know this place or not?
Ah, Mimir, the smartest man alive. I know many things.
Well, whatever this place is, it looks important.
To who? There is little of value here.
One more for the collection. Another name. Air!
It's as if they'd been made into a memorial to the Valkyries.
Ooh, good find. Another name. Deirdre.
Someone who loved the Valkyries enough to do this? I wonder. Perhaps the Queen?
I see some loot up there. Amir, you were getting to how Odin turned on you.
Well, I felt my duty to Odin had evolved. By serving peace, I served his interests as well. That's the truth. But he saw it as disloyalty. No longer trusting my motives, but not wishing to part with my brain or tongue, he bound me to a tree and adopted a new pastime of casual torture.
Well, I'm glad we came along to cut off your head.
Aye, lad. Lucky break that was.
Another name. Going to.
Why the arcane runes? Perhaps we're meant to find something in Muspelheim and Niflheim.
still can't believe he ate it. Should we dock on this beach?
Right flank, incoming!
Here, boy. Another one.
This one is Thrym, a frost giant king.
Correct. A cunning one as well.
Is that Mjolnir? Did he steal Thor's hammer?
Aye, for a time.
A lot of these seem to end with Thor killing them.
Imagine that.
Another name. Cory! Mimir, you never told me what happened with the stonemason's son.
Hrimthur, son of Thamur. After completing his father's masterwork, the Great Wall of Jotunheim, he thought of nothing but making the Aesir pay for their crimes against the giants. Once he longed to fight Thor, but tragedy had brought wisdom to Hrimthur, and cunning. He observed that Asgard's walls were half-built and shoddy, for no Aesir god could be bothered with such tiresome labour. So Hrimthur adopted the guise of an ordinary man and made the Aesir an offer. He would build them majestic new walls, and if he couldn't build them within 2 turns of the season, they would owe him nothing for his labours. And if he succeeded, he asked only for an audience with the goddess Freya. Odin agreed, knowing the task was impossible, but intrigued by the stranger. Hrimthur made short work of it, of course. He had the benefit of his father's training and the aid of a magical stallion for fetching stones. Odin was not happy to find himself on the losing end of the wager, but he seemed to uphold his end of the bargain. Freya was sent to meet the mason, and to her surprise, he wanted only to whisper something in her ear. That being done, he made his way out of Asgard. And when he found Thor awaiting him at the gates of Midgard, he knew he had been double-crossed. But he didn't care, because his plan was complete.
It was? What did he say to Freya?
Only she could say for certain, but I've had many moons to work it out. Hrimthur knew that Freya loathed the Aesir, despite her marriage to Odin, and I believe he gave her the secret to Asgard's defences. Some weakness he may have built in, structural or magical, which I expect will be exploited come Ragnarok when Surtur arrives to burn Asgard to ash. If not sooner.
Looky who decided to show. Talk to this here ring.
What? I can't hear thoughts from rings, Brock. It's talking to me! It's Andvari!
Ha! Knew it.
He says he went to the Velnder mines to observe his mistake, but then the Soul Eater attacked, so as he was being ripped apart, he cast a spell that removed his soul and put in this ring. And then he...
What about all his stuff?
Huh?
Andvari had a workshop here with all sorts of posh doodads and ornatery tools, and one beaut of a hammer. You make mention of it still in there?
You're upsetting him.
Your point? You fellas take Andvari with you and go have a look-see. If you find his hammer, I'll whip up something real nice for you. Hey now, don't go forgetting your entry stone.
Vari isn't happy about us taking his stuff.
I do not care.
I'm not gonna tell him that. Vari says this dwarf was part of his crew, that he died because of his mistakes. He sounds sad.
The ring's grief is of little importance, boy.
He did not like that. He's warning us not to go down there.
Stop listening to the ring, boy. You cannot be trusted. Silence that ring, boy.